All right, Chrissy, well, let's take a few minutes to talk about the terrible tragedy at Pulse Nightclub. And 1 week ago, you and I were at a funeral for our good family friend, Cory Connell, 21-year-old, just outstanding, fine young man. Unfortunately, just happened to be at Pulse and
Yes.
was one of the first people killed there.
Yes. And Tom, you're right. Our hearts, thoughts, prayers go out to all of the victims, all of those injured, all of the families involved, and our entire community for this tragic accident. And you're correct that, yes, tragic. And we personally and our daughters personally knew one of the victims, and they not only knew this person, they were best friends with this young man. And Cory was an absolutely amazing young man, really with his act together, so kind-hearted, so respectful. And we, you and me both, we also had the honor of being around this young man quite a bit at our house, at functions, and we are just blessed that we had the chance to know such a great young man. And now, certainly, the world is going to know Cory.
There's been many honors and tributes to all the victims of the Pulse nightclub, and we have seen several that are focused on Cory, a 21-year-old, just fine, outstanding young man. And as we come to learn now, Cory died protecting others. He was
did.
with two other ladies that night and was shoving them behind a couch to get them out of harm's way.
Correct.
One of them was shot, one of them was not shot, but Cory died in that process.
Exactly. He died protecting others, and we know he was all about trying to help and take care of other people, and in this situation, helping to protect, and which resulted in his own life.
Yeah, so Cory is, not only was he a great family friend, but Cory worked at the Publix in College Park where you and I spent a good bit of time in, and we would always run across Cory, usually in the dairy aisle, stocking, and always stopped as, he would, each time he'd see me, he'd stop what he was doing, he would stand up straight, he would look me right in the eye, he'd shake my hand and say, "How you doing, Mr. Olson?" And then we'd chat.
Always acknowledge you, always talk to you, and to me, something very special, whether it was in the dairy aisle, like you just mentioned, where you would see him quite often, and me as well, you would walk away from Cory feeling better and happier than you did when you walked up to him.
Yes. Cory was all about helping people, and of course he was helping people at Publix, but just on a personal basis. But Cory had hoped to be a fireman.
Yes.
He was accepted into the school, and
Correct.
at the funeral 1 week ago, the Orange County Fire Department made him an honorary fireman and presented his family with a helmet with his name on it and a
Yes.
plaque.
Yes. And it just an honor, and how that they, as the fire department, were so moved, and it was so important for them to give this honor to Cory and to Cory's family. And we also have to say too that Alexis and Chris, our kids, they both were instrumental. Chris is a fireman, and Alexis and Chris were both helping Cory through the process. He was accepted, and he was excited to get started in this, his amazing career. And again, for Cory, it was about because he wanted to help people.
Yes, Cory was always about helping others, giving them a word of advice, some encouragement, and most importantly, making them laugh and smile at the same time.
Exactly.
So I do want to share with the listeners out there that my last conversation with Cory was about 3 weeks ago now, and once again in the dairy aisle at Publix, and he stood up and looked me in the eye and shook my hand and proceeded to tell me how much he loved and respected our children, Chris and Alexis and Kendall, and what great friends they were. And then he proceeded to tell me about what a wonderful woman you are, and all the things and ways that I already know already, but it's always good to have other people, tell me and acknowledge it as well. And Cory's last words to me was, "Tom, she's a good woman, hold on to her." And I said, "Cory, I will hold on to her very tightly."
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Cory, and thank you, Tom. Really appreciate it. And again, Cory, you will always be in our hearts, and we love you. And to all of our listeners out there, more to come, because we want to be able to do just as we know each of you do, to help Cory, to help the others, to help our community. And we are going to take part by doing things, including something associated with your 30th anniversary party, and we want to be able to, support with they started a scholarship in
Yes.
Cory's name, and we want to be able to help with that. So stay tuned for everyone, as we know all of you have been generously helping. But yes, thank you, Tom, because Cory spoke those words. And again, too, that how much he loved you. And it was just a few months ago that I was there in the same situation in the dairy aisle. And I said, Cory, I am having a surprise birthday party for Tom. And he said, I'm there. Chrissy, I want to be there. I want to be there to celebrate Tom's birthday. So this is, again, a 21-year-old man it was so important to him, and he changed and rearranged his schedule to be at your surprise birthday party because he wanted to celebrate you.
Yes. Well, we had, there was a vigil for Cory at the Publix parking lot where he worked in College Park, and you and I had an opportunity to speak and honor him with our words and share our thoughts with people there. And then there was a wake for Cory, and then there was a funeral for Cory. And what is very special is we didn't know Cory's mom and dad, his brothers and sisters. Now we've gotten to know them all, and they are just fabulous, wonderful people, his family, his friends. And, but for Cory passing away tragically like this, we wouldn't get to know all these other people we've now gotten to know.
Absolutely.
And come to love and honor and respect. And Cory is the thing that brings us all together.
Exactly. He is the heart of it to bring us together. And we also know that Cory has, during his lifetime, brought many people together. He now is in a situation where he is bringing many, many more people together. And hopefully the result is going to be to make the world a better place.
Let's hope so. No, but we, Chrissy and I and our family, we're still hurting very much from this, but there are listeners out there and people in this community. Certainly, they have all been affected in one way or another, this tragic event. And all we can do is, yes, we choose love. All we can do is hope to make this world a better place, and we all come together and continue to celebrate these people, honor these people, remember them, and come together as a group and community and try and make this world a little bit better place in any way we can.
Absolutely.
Small little ways. For me, it's like when I'm walking by people, like, hey, I could keep my head down, but now I try and look at them, and if they meet my eyes, I try and smile at them.
Exactly.
Just make it a little bit better.
Because you never know how that one smile, that one gesture, that one act of kindness can make all the difference in somebody's day or week or their life.
Amen. So God bless you, Cory Connell, and thank you for helping and saving other people at Pulse before your life was taken for others, and thank you for being there and helping them.
Thank you, Cory. We love you.
Yes. Okay. So then, we'll go ahead and take a break then. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes.